show's over, but how much would you hate me if I started this off with like 4 for floor? See, I couldn't even finish it. I hate myself that much. So we all know that like Flor is one of my very, very, very most favorite bands, right? We know that by now. We know that by now. I would hope that we would know that by now. I look like a 4-year-old and oh my god. Sorry. I'm looking at myself and I look like a 4-year-old. Okay, it's just been a rough week, and like, I think I put a lot of pressure on this show to be like the be-all end-all gonna make me the happiest person type thing. Honestly though, the show was great. Like, Flor was great. I don't think I have to say that. I walked in, and turns out I thought they were supposed to go on at 10. But apparently it was 11. And then, I don't know, there was just something tonight where I was just really, 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 like, more uncomfortable than usual. Obviously, I go to a lot of shows alone, and I've learned how to be comfortable with doing that. And I've learned how to, like, not... No, I haven't. I was gonna say I've learned how to not look awkward being by myself, but, like, no, I haven't. I have not done that. But I was just really, really uncomfortable. The set was so good. Like, Flor really is incredible, and they really are my favorite band for a reason. Like, I don't just like them just to like them. Like, their music is so good, and they are so good live. Like, there was just something was off. So I was in front row for Flor, and then for Skott, I had to get out of the front row. Like, I had to. And honestly, I felt a little bit better in the back, but not that much. I think I relaxed a little bit more. Yeah, during Flor's set, I truly didn't move. Like, my leg moved and, like, my hands moved, but, like, my arms were, like, at my side. Like, isn't that a shot? Like, my arms were, like, glued to my side, and all that were moving was, like, my leg from the knee down, and just my right leg. Just my right leg. And, like, my hands. I look like I hated music. Like, I understand why I don't have that many friends, because I look miserable 24/7. And, oh. Anyways, have I talked about Skott yet? She was adorable. She has a really, like, strong voice. It's very, like, I have a word I want to say, but I know I'm not going to pronounce it right. I don't know how to describe it, but you've already heard it, so, you know, you can describe it for yourself. And Flor, I don't want to make it sound like I hated tonight, because I didn't, and I don't. I probably did have a chance to talk to all of them, but I don't know. I feel weird about just walking up to people. And I feel even weirder about walking up to people while they're in the middle of talking to somebody else. And I'm 100% against walking up to an artist while another artist is on stage. And that's kind of what happened. Like, Skott went on stage, and then people kind of, I don't know if they were talking to them before or not, but they kind of just started talking to them, and I don't know. I probably could have, like, said something, or, like, said hi. Not that they would have remembered me, but I literally was, like, thinking it over. I was like, what would I even say? Sorry, I look like I was having the worst night of my life. I wasn't. I just can't move tonight. What kind of response would that get? Oh, yeah. You were the, yep. That would be a fun conversation to have. But I did want to say this. Go to as many shows of your favorite band while you can, especially when they're small. If your favorite band is a small band, or a band that's playing smaller, I don't know, playing smaller venues, or just newer, like, newly signed, unsigned, or anything, take advantage of that, and go to as many shows as you can, and talk to them as much as you can. Obviously, I'm not doing this with that band, but just in general, like, don't take it for granted, because they're gonna be huge, and I know that, and I'm gonna regret, like, not taking every chance I got to talk to them. I'm gonna regret it so much, but that's life, and I'm seeing them twice in October, because they're finally coming to Milwaukee for the first time ever. I do love them, and I do have a lot of fun at their shows. Like, I was smiling. Contrary to popular belief, I smile. And I'm happy. And I'm not always miserable and standoffish. If you ever see me at the show and you're like, wow, that girl's a bitch, just know I'm probably 100% scared of every single person in that room. Oh. I got to hear Where Did You Go Tonight. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Honestly, I didn't even think it through. I was just like, when they started playing it, I was like, oh, I really wanted to hear this song tonight. I really needed to hear this song tonight. I feel like more than half of my vlogs end up with me just being like sad. Not every show is going to be the best show, and that's something I have to remember. With as many shows as I go to, I'm not going to have an amazing time at every single one of them, every single time, for the entire time. There's always going to be something that's going to be like, whoa, that was a little weird, that was a little off, that was something else. And it's never, ever, 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 ever because of the people on stage. And it's never because of the band on stage. Hence why this is my favorite band, and I had one of the most off nights I've had in a long time. My name's Kristen. I'm gonna listen to Where Do You Go on repeat for a little bit, because it's gonna make me feel better about tonight. I'll see you soon, and that's a promise. Bye.